Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, 1 second. It was me all along. I know just the place I need to be.
Oh, excuse me, Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Well, looks like I know where I need to place my next order. Gone too soon. Little fella was gonna write his whole life out. I know you're bottling it up. Spill.
I never leak a thing.
You're flat out lying. You're telling me you don't know what happened to this?
You're tearing me apart.
Wait.
Excuse me, Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, 1 second. It was me all along. I know just the place I need to be. Coming at you live from downtown Chicago here at Atlas Stationers. How we doing? I hope y'all are having a great day. I know I'm still slow with the mic switches, but we are super excited to have you here. I hope y'all are enjoying your week so far. It's good to be back. We're here with our Experience Pen Sale for the month of September. It's pretty crazy. Time is flying. It's already the fall. Holy cow. I see a lot of you are here in the live stream, so thank you for joining. And yeah, this is crazy. I see you guys want me to turn up the volume a little bit. I'll talk louder. Let me talk louder. Yeah, so I was out of the office this week, so I'm trying to, make sure that my angelic voice is staying as smooth as possible for you guys. I was down for the count. I was out for a little bit, bedridden, thinking about y'all. And I wanted to make sure I got back in the office for this because I hate missing live streams. So the EXP is like my favorite time of the month because of the fact that we've now got like 400 plus participants, hundreds of you who are watching the live stream here. And it's just vibes. I don't really have another way to explain it. So, we got Mama T stopping in the studio here, dropping off oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely?
I have to take care of you, Brendan.
Oh my gosh. My mom says she's got to take care of me, which is fantastic. Thank you so much, Mom.
Hey, no matter what, Brendan is our youngest, and he will always be my baby.
Oh, there you go. You heard it from Mama T herself. I think that is equivalent to saying I'm her favorite child, but I don't know. Brian, if you're watching this, that's what it sounded like.
I wouldn't go that far, but out of 4 kids, it is a fact that Brendan is my baby. And I have a big smile on my face saying it.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And it was Mama T's birthday on Wednesday, so thank you all for the birthday shouts. She is such an exceptional person, so it's really cool to see all the support and love you guys give to her. So awesome. All right, so shout out to also Kaylee and Bella for taking care of me, getting this all set up and making me a nice cup of tea. We're looking good, guys. We're feeling good. The energy's high. We do have them logged in as our moderators for today's live stream. So if you're chatting on the YouTube chat at all, feel free to converse with them. They'll be typing all day as I attempt to keep the show moving forward. We all know I'm the one who holds the show up because I get distracted very easily, but we're on a schedule today. I love that hat. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got this from the Relish booth. Relish is a local brand here in Chicago. I actually worked with the founder at TGI Fridays like 15 years ago. And he's been popping off with all Chicago exclusive designs. And they were at Riot Fest. That's where I was this past weekend. And a ton of fun, but I think that's probably why I started feeling under the weather. It was a big crowd of people. But yeah, this hat is so dope. I have a lot of their shirts and whatnot, which is super cool, and great people. So check out their website. I think it's just relishbrands.com or something. So Uh-oh.
It's still pretty quiet.
It's still pretty quiet?
Yeah. So I don't know if you can turn up the volume inside OBS.
Yeah, I can't. It's all the way up. All right, hold on. Let me mess with the volume real quick, you guys. 1 second. Otherwise, I just got to talk louder. Sorry if you're hearing this. All right, I'm going to do a chain right here. Let me know if that's better. Is that a decaf Diet Coke? It was. It was. Yeah, which is probably good because I will never touch these because of the fact that I like the caffeine in the Diet Coke and in the Coke Zero. But this will have to do. This will have to do. And I normally don't drink soda at 10 a.m. in the morning, but it's a bit better now. Clip it onto the hat. I've never done that before because I don't wear hats too often. Should I try that? You sound fine to me. What, you worked somewhere other than Atlas? I did. Parents put me to work right when I turned 16. You know what? Should we try the hat clip? That's low-key kind of fire. I don't know though. Ooh, I don't like the look of that. I don't like the look of it. We're going back to the chain. We're going back to the chain. I'm sorry. I don't think I can pull that off. All right, here we go. We got everyone in Discord probably wondering what is going on. So we need to start this stream. So you guys know the rules. We're going to list all the pens one by one. Then we have some NEXY boxes that we'll list at the end of the event. And then I will post the item, a photo of it, the description, the price. Then you wait for the green emoji. You submit claim. Whoever pops up first on my screen will win that claim. I will switch to the side camera so all of you watching on YouTube can get a close-up photo, as well as you can see the live chat. Just remember, on YouTube, though, you are not the ones, you can't participate on YouTube. It's officially happening in our Discord server. All right? All right, let me just put in the, Discord chat that I was buttering you guys up. So let's move over there. Here we go. All right. Let me get my setup. Boom. All right. Look at that. Okay. Let's pop this bad boy over here. So any comments, questions, concerns throughout, you can feel free to type in this chat. Please don't talk in between listings, as that is reserved for me to keep this moving along. Here we go. Listing number 1 is going to be a Conklin Deco Crest. Let me make sure I don't do this backwards, actually. You guys, I know it's rude of me, but I am chewing gum. I am chewing gum. It's kind of a vibe, though. It's kind of a vibe. So this one we're going to retail, or it retails at $125. We're going to sell it at $75 today. All of these listings, by the way, these are all items that are either used and returned to us, or we dip tested them in the shop, or they had a minor defect. So what that means is that we're not comfortable selling it as new. So that's where the experienced term comes in. The mic thankfully isn't picking up the gum noises. That's actually a really good point. So thank you for letting me know, because I would not have thought about that, because I normally do not chew gum, at least on the live stream. All right, we've got our first winner of the day, Himawari Sky. Oh, and one thing I should mention, I know we have our team here moderating the YouTube chat. For our Discord chat, please make sure you're listening to Lucas and Tanya. They are the bosses there. And if you early claim, you get a strike. Next up, we've got a Delta exclusive. This is the Duna Tulipani, an exclusive that we made with Delta. All right. And I see that we got two of these. So this one is slightly stained. I think both are stub nibs actually. Retails at $235. We're gonna sell this one at $140. The next listing is gonna be for the exact same pen, but I don't think it's like stained as bad or stained at all. So that one's gonna be $150. Julia. And then just remember, if you win any pens, please make sure you message me at the end. All right, we got the next one here. And it honestly might not even really be that stained. I probably just didn't attempt to clean it very well. I think if you just, yeah, there you go. All right. So same model, but different resin variation. Keep that in mind. With all of these exclusive designs, we tend to go with very playful resins, meaning that they will vary greatly. Oh my gosh, that photo I just took is, wow, you guys. This one is not Noted Muse. All right, next up, we've got the Leonardo Memento Sand. Retails at $245. We're gonna run it at $170. I actually am pretty certain this one is still new. Any sign of Benjo, a my ball, and a rollerball this week? You guys, Benjo came into the shop this week, and of course I was out ill, and I was so upset. He was the one person that I was really trying to, he was the one person that was really motivating me to get up and into work, because I was like, I can't miss him. And he left me a pen, which was awesome. I took a look at it this morning. But Benjo, you're a legend. You are an absolute legend, and everyone knows it. So I'm sorry I missed you. I really did try to muster up the strength to get in to see you. So shout out Benjo. We got Jordan there. We've got the Y Studio Revolve in black. You will also see another Y Studio that looks very similar in the lineup today. That one is a portable though, just so you know. And you guys, I have some really fun announcements to make. I didn't really get a chance to because I was just yapping away and making sure our settings were good. So we did actually just launch our very first Junk Journal Club meetup, like the seat reservations, at 9 a.m. this morning. And all of the seats sold out within the first 20 minutes. So we really appreciate all of you who are gonna come out to that. And for the rest of you who are interested, Kaylee has been working hard to come up with really fun ideas to host these meetups at Atlas. So we're gonna be teaming up with our other team member, Annabelle, who many of you know in the shop, to do, I think we're gonna start off at like bi-weekly meetups where you can come in and basically hang out and junk journal. So it's a lot of fun and we're super excited to start them off. RC, congrats. And we're starting it off with in-store, like during store hours, at a very, I guess, restricted amount of seats, limited amount of seats, because we want to get our bearings first. And then I think we're going to try to open it up to like massive meetups that might happen after hours at Atlas or things of that nature. So we're really excited for this. Next up, we have a Delta, a sign of times. So I'm really happy that it was received super well. I think that one is like October 17th or something. Seats are sold out though, so I guess you'll have all the info if you reserved it. But we are getting ready to also host one on Halloween, October 31st. So make sure you are really paying attention for when we launch those seats. And we'll probably make a note here in message Discord before we decide to launch them live, because that's a perk of being in our Discord server, is that you're kind of the first to know all the secrets. Yeah. Bi-monthly meetups. Oh, maybe they are bi-monthly. I think this month is bi-weekly. I'm not sure of the frequency though, but good point. Watt, we do have a strike here going to you because you claimed ahead of the green light. Ahead of the green light. Bigger space out in the suburbs, nice. All right, we're rerunning. Rerun. Yeah, wait for the green light. Pre-ordered the new Eco this morning, so decreased my available pen budget already. Hey, it's all good. Seems like it's a cool one. Did the staff claim any pens? No, nothing here. You know, because I wasn't in this week, normally I get all this stuff prepared and listed, ready to go by Thursday, so I can give you guys a photo of the listings. So you have at least a day to digest it and, you know, kind of game plan. But I obviously wasn't in the office this week until this morning, so I caught like the 5:40 train so I can get in and list everything. So unfortunately, it took me all the way up to, well, the EXP sale. Next up, we have a Benu Talisman. And so I didn't even get a chance to offer anything to the staff this time around, sadly. I mean, not sadly for you guys. That's probably good news for you guys, because I know our staff always takes a lot of the good stuff. But yeah, all the listings are here. Benu Talisman Moonstone, retail 160, sale 100. Good morning, everyone. Hollywood, hope you're feeling better. Thank you. Northwest Indiana has a lot of space too. I'll have to add a new section of places we need to go or host alongside our prospective secondary Atlas locations, which includes about 3 cities in every state, at least according to you guys and your requests. Bi-monthly does have 2 different meanings, so it could be the same as bi-weekly. Oh, you learned something new. I didn't know that. I was just assuming bi-monthly is like every other month. Hollywood already told me that Phoenix would be at the next Atlas location. 2 events a month, not 2 events a week. I don't know, now I'm getting confused. I thought bi-weekly was like every other week. No idea though. I'm not here to let you guys know how grammar works. I'm here to sell you some pens. Oh, it's both. There you go. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do enjoy being right, but I also know that many times in my life I am very wrong. The trick is, especially when you're on camera, is to just say it with confidence. Because you guys might be like, did he really just say that? But you might not question it. And maybe you're the ones who are looking up the definition. Wow, this was a lot. Rooms. That was a good deal. That was almost half off. Next up, we've got a Pilot Falcon. Because the English language is ridiculously unserious, I know, it's crazy. I also know that it's very challenging with all the different like tenses, and a lot of different words mean the same things. Ooh, I almost posted that in the YouTube chat. We need to put that over here. Seattle was confirmed as the next Atlas store. Managed by Tanya. Tanya, you got a special place in my heart. I hope you know that. This is what you get when you have language with Frenchified Vikings trying to scream at people in German. That is how you got the English language. Well, sounds good to me. I mean, I'm not going to question it. I do need to brush up on my Spanish, though. I for sure do. Oh, that tea is low-key way better than the soda, at least right now. Heated me up. That got me feeling right. All right, rerun. Wait for the strike. What tea is it? I do not know. Kaylee made it for me, which was very thoughtful. They can answer that. It's the good kind. Earl Grey. My magical planner. Ooh, next up we've got the Le Bon 326 Desert Mirage. This is that North American exclusive. Super pretty. Oh, uh-oh. Wait. We've got a flag on the play. Tanya, don't say that. I'm deleting that. Delete. Don't say that. Tanya, one strike. There you go. That's what I like. Tanya with a strike. Wow, that feels good. That honestly, that just feels amazing that Tanya has a strike. That is awesome. All right, here we go. Moving on to the Le Bon. The play has been reviewed, and the call stands. My magical planner wins that. Tanya has lost a challenge, or a timeout. This pen's really pretty. So this pen, when Bryce hit me up about this design, I went really heavy on it because I really like it. I think it's really cool. And in today's market with the playful resins, we see a lot of like pinks, purples, teals, blues, which is super hot right now. I get it, but this is really cool. I really like this. It's a switch up. Little orange flare, black, ivory. It's cool. Whoa, Brooks, did you make this? Is this your pen? Why am I getting a sneaky suspicion that this is your resin? I feel like it is. Look at that thing. I think it's beautiful. Steel nib, yeah. Yeah, steel nib. All right, next up we got the Metal Falcon. That is Jonathan Brooks's material. Let's go. I like it. I like that one. That one's cool. All right, next up we got the Metal Falcon. With a soft broad. Jonathan loves to buy his own resin pens. Hey, that like means that he's a very trustworthy person, because what that tells me is that he is very confident in his own product and likes it so much that he's got to have it. So like, to me, that's like a sign of trusting your own designs and your own manufacturing. That's just me. Like if I were to make a pen and I didn't like want one in my collection, I'd be like, well, if I don't want this pen, if I don't want to buy it, how can I assume other people want to buy it? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. That's how I feel. When you see people wanting to purchase their own work, that's awesome to see. We got disaster. I just realized I did not write down the last 3 winners. Who won the Falcon? My Magical Planner. Oh, I forgot. We had that challenge on the play. Perfect. All right, we're caught up. Next up, we've got a Narwhal Horizon. Oh, this pen photographs really well. Like, really well. We're going to sell this one at 100. 100. He also tries for the Heinz and Turnt pens because he's supporting his buddies. I know they're all buddies. Feeling honored to be in the same chat as Jonathan Brooks. Yeah, same. He's a good guy. Another strike. Let's see how we like this. Oh, this is how you know stuff's getting serious if we put the backwards cap on. I don't think it's time for that yet, though. I don't think it's not time for that. That's like fourth quarter. That's fourth quarter. Like we're in the zone. That's a NEXY box move. I feel that. All right, we're rerunning. Okay, here we go, here we go. Loving the football references. I'm a huge football fan. I was going to wear my Roma Dunze jersey today. Because on Fridays, we try to wear our Bear stuff, at least Brian, Mama T, and I. But I knew that when I do the live streams, like something long like this, a jersey isn't super comfortable to be streaming in for hours, if that makes sense. So next week, you'll see it on the live order poll, which originally I wasn't expecting to do one because I was going to be out in Iowa visiting our sister for her birthday. But then I realized I'm going to be coming into work for at least the morning. So we can do a live order poll, I'm pretty sure, this upcoming Friday. So I'll update the live stream schedule. I noticed that this morning because otherwise the next one wasn't going to be for 2 weeks. Oh, you guys, this ballpoint's on a crazy deal. Retail close to 400. I'm asking 85. 85. Yeah, jerseys get hot. Yeah, and they like sit way down here, and I don't know. Now the Bears can stay in the city. Brian said that doesn't make sense. You just seem like you're not a big enough fan. Well, okay. Sure. Wow, sweet deal. Yeah, this one's the biggest deal of the day. Excuse me. Tiny. Hey, all I gotta say is that I wore my Caleb Williams jersey for the first time last Friday, like this year, first time this year of the season. Last Friday, and they absolutely smoked the Cowboys. And so I'm kind of worried that since I'm not wearing the jersey now, that they won't play as well this weekend. I don't know. I don't know. We're actually getting together at Papa Don's and Mama T's this weekend. Our family is to celebrate her birthday. Go watch the Bears. And Papa Don just sent in the group chat a whole bunch of water balloons. That's his thing. He buys a whole bunch of water balloons for the grandkids. And then somehow me and my siblings always get involved and all of us end up getting soaked because you got to let the kids like throw the balloons at you, but then it turns into us whipping them at each other and it becomes so goofy. But low-key, it hurts. It low-key hurts when you get hit with a water balloon really hard. Not gonna lie. Like it welts. Coley. Next up, we got another really cool pen. So the lineup obviously isn't of as plentiful as some of the other ones, like the August one after the sidewalk sale or the holiday ones after the big events. So I wanted to throw in some pens that were a little more economical, because normally when I have too many listings, I just group them all into NEXY boxes, like the lower end items. But I was able to filter in some of the less expensive stuff individually, like this one right here, the Conklin Durograph, which we're gonna sell at $45. You know they sell other clothing types with Bears logos? I know. I've got like 4 polos, a 3/4 zip sweater, 2 hoodies, but I just love the jerseys. The jerseys are so fire. I went to Thursday Night Football last night. It was a disaster. Why, are you a Cardinals fan? Wow, Brian with the calling from upstairs. I mean, it's the Cowboys. I could probably beat those guys. Yeah, you know, sometimes when I think it's really rough being a Bears fan, I then remember that there are Cowboys fans out there, and then my life just immediately feels better. So that's all I gotta say. Like, I think I can tolerate Packers fans more than Cowboys fans, as crazy as that sounds. All right, next up we got a Mayora. This is one of those signature pens by Nino Marino. It's all ebonite, pretty rare quantities, cool pen. Oh, I forgot to share, you guys, if there's like a defect or anything wrong with it, you'll see it in the listing. I sorted through all these and I tried to make sure that I labeled everything. I almost just spit on camera. Luckily the pens are out of the way, you guys. Because I know the ongoing joke is that if my DNA gets on it, it's worth $1 million. Good luck, good luck. Bronco fan here? It's a good year to be a Bronco fan. Texan fan, it's rough being a Texan fan. At least this year. Niners gang, okay. Packers, okay. We got a diverse crowd here. I was about to say, can't you upcharge if your spit is on there? Yes. I technically can. Just don't frame me for anything. If I like get questioned from like a police officer in Florida, I'm gonna be upset. All right. What did Brian say? What did Brian yap about? I must have missed it. Or is he just grilling me? It sounds like he's just grilling me. I don't know if he's contributing anything of value outside of just grilling me. All right, rerun. Go Lions. We got a Lions fan in here. Okay. Wasn't too thrilled with how the Bears played the Lions, but I've got good experience with Esterbrook. I'm sticking to soccer this year. My team is the Broncos, but my local team is the Steelers. Nice. More of a basketball fan? I like basketball. I like football the most, though. So rough for the Texans, I know. In our big dynasty league, I drafted C.J. Stroud really early because I had faith in him, and I still do. But the problem is, like, that offensive line is so bad. So bad. Larry. Like, so bad. There's also some really cool Auroras scattered through here, like this one. This is that Borealis 88. This one's cool. Tennis, nice. I don't know much about tennis, to be honest, but it's cool. So this one, they said a damaged box. I didn't really look into it too much. I'm pretty certain the pen's new, though. Is the pen new? Let me check here. Yeah, like, I don't think this has been used. Keyword though, think. Keyword think. So just an FYI. But this one, we're gonna run at 600 down from 995, 40% off. Hold on, waiting for the photo to post. There we go. Little delay on the play there. Banjo, banjo, banjo. The legend has arrived. Benjo, I was sharing that you dropped off a really cool pen. During the intermission, I'll go grab it. It's on my desk. I got to look at it this morning, which was fire. Okay, okay. All right, we'll drop the price. People are getting ready. They're getting ready. All right, I'm going to drop the price. I see all those people typing. Any takers at $540? The Rockies have sucked every year, I know. They also traded their superstar like many years ago. All right, 500 final call. That's a first claim at 450. I unfortunately don't do live negotiations, but we'll leave it at 500 and then we'll see what happens. The reason why I don't do live negotiations is because once you do it once, I think people will try to do it on every single one. So I admire your attempt. Let me make a note here that I offered this at 500. Oh my gosh, now you got me mixed up. You know what? I'm switching to the friction over the G2 because then I can erase. Okay, the live negotiation is killing me. I know. But hey, I mean, you can't fault someone for trying. Can't fault someone for trying. There you go. You miss all the shots you don't take. This one, let me show you guys what's odd about this one. So like the cap threads, but then it just keeps turning and turning and turning. Like it's sealed. See that? It's sealed, but it just keeps turning. I don't know if that's the case for all of them. I can't recall, but that's what this issue is. So, yeah. Hi, going to win something today? Crystal, what's up? Good luck, good luck. Yes, we have an extreme delay between when my phone is submitting this. Oh, Shadow, we'll get you in. We'll count it. At 500. We got Shadow locked in. Been a Mariners fan since 8. Very nice. Hey, Liz. That's a good deal. 100 from 175. All right, we got that sea glass coming right up. The pen is called Niblet. That's so cute. Yes, it is. Very demure, very demure. All right, we're gonna submit the image right away in case it takes another year to get across. Of course, that one was instant. This one, same thing, like the cap threading was just a little funky. You know, I don't know. Like I tried this stuff out and it's like the inner cap. It's not really like springy. So some people have different tolerance levels. Wow, stolen from me? I mean, you could have claimed that 500. You could have claimed. You had multiple chances. You actually had like 5 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. All right, who is that? Ear fist. This Pilot Friction is like juicy right now. Holy cow. Juicy. It's not springy, maybe you don't got back. Okay. All right, this is the lavender aisle, our exclusive, super dope pen. Whoa, I was faster than Benjo. I like how Benjo is just unanimously set the standard. We're gonna have to create a new measurement of speed, and we'll just have to call it, the unit of measurement will be like Benjo claim, which is pretty much as close as you can get to instantly. Instantaneous. Instantaneous. Benjo joining us from El Salvador. That was a robust flood of claims for SD. I'm in Central America. Oh yeah, he's still recovering from all the Chicago food. Gosh, that's a beautiful pen. Yep. Oh, Brooks, back at it again. JB. Next up, we've got this Jubilee 2025. This is one of those Nino Marino signature pens. You guys, we are vibing right now. Like, this is some crisp fall vibes. You know what is just undefeated? A cup of coffee outside on a porch or on a balcony on a crispy fall day. That is undefeated. Holy cow. That is undefeated. I was able to do that a couple times this week. Sit outside, enjoy the crisp air during my recovery. Retail $765, sale $350. Would love for fall weather to finally reach where I am. Dude, I ate like a king in Chicago. Nice. Velvet taco, cool. Velvet taco's cool. Can't he make his own? The reason why I don't think he can make his own is because I'm sure he has like agreements in place. I'd imagine. When you do like collaborations, you have like agreements in place. I need to take a trip to see some autumn. We got up to 107. Oh. I'm actually going to be in the Phoenix, Sedona area mid-November. Hopefully it's not that hot though. Yeah, 107 is terrible. 107, that's just... All right. Any takers at 300? I don't think I can go below this. Coming to Chicago next week, and only non-work must-do is Atlas for the first time. Hey, we appreciate that. Well, maybe I'll go have an espresso on the patio. That sounds good. It was a tad bit nipply today in mid-Illinois, I must say. Yeah, I mean, Benjo, there he is. This weather is tough for us commuters that like take the train and then we got to walk a little bit to work. Because in the mornings, it's like 55, 60, and then it's 80 when we leave. And so you layer up and then, it's crazy. Okay. Next up, we have a Narwhal Eclipse. Oh, Brendan, November will be lovely in Sedona. You'll have a great time. That's what's up. I've been to Sedona twice now, but never in November. I'm really looking forward to it. I think we're going to run this one at 65, down from 99. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me take a look and see how many people we've got here. In Discord right now, we've got like 10, 23. Wow, we've got 350. That's super cool, you guys. 165 of you on YouTube. Wow, showing love. That's cool. Thank you. Right when I got back to Discord to submit the claim button. I was in Chicago in June. It was humid, but hey, I'm from California, so I shouldn't be talking about weather. We did have, honestly, a couple really hot and humid patches this year. Not gonna lie. We've got to rerun that. How's my hat looking? It feels a little crooked. It's okay. No need to apologize. That's what the strikes are for. TSA stopped you and said, what are you doing here in Chicago when you got that amazing weather in California in the wintertime? I feel that. That's real. That's real. You guys, I have a crazy story to share. Maybe not. I do have a story to share. Maybe not was actually just the person's name who won. So I do have a story to share. It's a very quick story. So last night when I took Winnie out, you know, we don't have a fence in our backyard yet. So we have like a leash system where next up Pilot Custom 74, where we keep it by our back door, and then we can like leash Winnie up, like put the collar or put the leash on the collar and just let her roam the backyard. But last night, for the first time, my wife was saying that she like was over to like the right side of the backyard near kind of some foresty area. And what ended up happening was I wasn't out there to see it, unfortunately, so I couldn't really gauge what had happened. But she started sprinting back to the door, like doing like a screeching bark, like a crying bark. And when Winnie like sees squirrels and stuff, I mean, she's a schnauzer, right? So she will bark at them and she will go after them, you know, that's just what she does. She never catches them, thank goodness. But my wife was saying that she'd never seen her like run back and into the house so fast. And it was like a scared bark. And so the only thing I could think of is that, because, you know, it is kind of an open field and there's no fences, and we get a lot of skunks, a lot of bunnies, squirrels, chipmunks, KSJS, and coyotes. Well, deer too, but coyotes. And so we think she might have had an encounter with a coyote or something bigger than her, you know, and I've never heard of that happening. Like Winnie usually ponies up a little bit, but also her whole life, like living in Chicago for 3-4 years and at her grandparents' house for a year, she's never really, you know, just been able to explore a yard on her own. And so then, of course, I went out there and I was low-key really scared. But as you know, the security of the household, wifey sent me out there to go look in the dark. And I was like, yo, this is not cool. Not cool at all. This one's a Tasha, by the way. This is cool. And so I went out there and I was like making sure the lights were on, and I didn't see anything. So I don't know what she saw, but it was crazy. It was crazy. This is like the least expensive Tasha we have in stock, by the way. We wanted to bring in some lower level pens so people can try out the brand. And when I say lower level, it's a great item. I'm just referring to like every other Tasha pen is like above $1,000, except this and a few other collections. All right, next up we have the Narwhal Nautilus. This is the Bronze Corridoras. This is the newer one. They did change the design. We don't have any of the old designs left. They sell it for $90. Did she find a raccoon, coyote, snake, aliens? I was thinking aliens at first. And then I was freaked out because I was like, okay, if I leave the door open, the screen door, you know, am I like letting in like an entity into my house? I'm kind of superstitious in a way like that. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go take a lap real quick as fast as I can in the backyard and book it right back in and then lock all the doors. Turn off the lights, no one's home. So I don't know. I think it's a coyote. Got to watch for coyotes, yeah. I mean, Winnie's like a 20-pound dog, so she's not, like, she won't get picked off. But I do agree. I mean, we usually watch her. We're sitting out there. We're very protective of Winnie, as I'm sure you guys can imagine, especially Karina. Oh my goodness. I'm fully convinced that she obviously loves Winnie more than me, which is honestly reasonable. This is a button filler SD, by the way. Like, I get it. I get it. I mean, who wouldn't love Winnie more than anything else in the world? I got to bring her into work one day in like a live stream. Winnie is just, oh my gosh, she's just so adorable. Maybe she saw an actual Chicago Bear. Like a middle linebacker for the Chicago Bears. Just like a 280-pound muscular person. Violet was terrified of one specific mean cat in my old neighborhood, yeah. I mean, I get it. But normally Winnie's like territorial, like she wouldn't tolerate that stuff, so I don't know. By the way, I really like being able to see the Discord and pen on the live stream. It's been a minute since I attended an EXP sale, but this is nice. Hey, well, we're happy you like. Hollywood Hour featuring Winnie. Maybe I'll like put Winnie's paws into ink and do little Winnie paw stamp cards, postcards that we can send out in the orders. What's a button filler? So this one's not the cartridge converter model. It's like it's a little push piston system. You undo this and you push this button. It's like a little vacuum. Maybe Winnie saw number 54. If you guys have ever driven around the Chicagoland area, you guys will notice that Brian Urlacher has an insane amount of billboards. Well, I don't know if it's him or the company that like he does like the hair regrowth company. But it's like when like you see like, let's say like an attorney's billboard, and they have to own every single billboard within a mile, and so it's literally just like 50 billboards all back to back to back to back. And it's like, I think we get the point, but I don't know. Maybe if I see one more billboard, that 51st billboard might build curiosity. It might build curiosity. The first 50 didn't do it. But the 51st, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just near the airport and on the tri-state? Yeah. Winnie Hollywood Hour where she does inky paw prints. Nice. Winnie Cam for the stream. Oh, Nikki, did you suggest that? I don't know if I suggested the paw prints first or you, but crazy timing. Crazy timing. Good minds think alike. Baba. I'm going to replace his hair growth billboards with just Hollywood mullet billboards. That'd be sick. This is the Edison, Penco, Menlo, and Unicorn. Yeah, it seems like you guys really want the Winnie paw print postcards. Please no on ink paw print seems unhygienic. I'm sure it is. I'm sure you're not supposed to do that with your dog. Wow, a lot on here. Laura, oh gosh. Which Laura though? We've got a million Lauras in here. I think it's this one. Laura is the one name that I always mistag. I accidentally always tag other Lauras. And so I'm pretty sure not all of them participate, so they're just getting random tags from me during these events. All right, this next pen is an absolute banger. Absolute banger. This is that Aurora Maps pen with sterling silver. This thing is dope. Absolutely dope. Retail $13.95, sale $600. So you will need to make a stamp molding of her paw. Yeah, we could do that. Winnie is not outrunning him in his prime. Brian Urlacher? I think Winnie can outrun him in his prime. I mean, there were moments where he was fast, like catching up to blocks. But, I mean, I don't know. Dogs are pretty quick. Dogs are pretty quick. Espresso and patio have happened. I'm jealous. I'm honestly jealous. Thaki, this is an awesome win. This would have been the one pen that I would have gone for today. Really cool pen. So GZ's. Stamp mold, there we go. This is that Y Studio portable pen that I was telling you about earlier. So this one has a little necklace piece right there. A little necklace thing. So you can put it on a necklace. In case you didn't know what a necklace piece or necklace thing was. Yeah, I know. My descriptions of pens are not very good. Sometimes I want to get rid of the words stuff and things in my vocabulary, but then I'm like, those are just goated words. Stuff and things, like the generality of that, fire. You know what I'm saying? Just left the library in Venice where this map is located. That's cool. Brought my pen with me. Congrats on the win. It's a beauty. That's really cool. That's really cool. Gina, I think that's 2 on the day for you. Okay. Next up, we've got the Benu Talisman. This one's called like the Emetrine or something. It kind of looks like, and I don't know what that word means, so this might very well be what that means. It kind of looks like when things are like fossilized. You know, when back in the dino days, that like really sticky, gooey stuff that they'd get trapped in. I don't know what it's called though. I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. It's like really sticky and they get trapped in it. Oh, amethyst and citrine, oh, that also works. That probably makes more sense if I'm being honest. Amber, I don't think it's called amber. Is it called amber? That looks like amber, that I get, but no, not what I'm talking about. Tree sap, no. I can't remember what it is. I have this one, nice. Maybe a key ring, yeah, you could probably put that Y Studio on there. Winnie Prince, that should be the name of it. Nice. That is fossilized, it's amber? Oh. Yeah, I was talking like the tar stuff. I don't think it's just called amber. Holy cow, you guys really like this pen. Ear fist. You guys want to know something so funny? And I think like every person around my age can relate to this. It definitely is. Okay, guys, okay. Hey. I'm just doing my due diligence and my research. So speaking of like sticky stuff, the biggest fear that a lot of us had as a child, and this is so abnormal, is like getting caught in quicksand. Like being in Chicago area my whole life, there's obviously no quicksand anywhere near here, But like when you would learn about it in like 3rd grade, it's just like everyone thought that that was gonna be the way they go, is quicksand. And I'm just like, bruh, that is just I don't know, it's reasonable, sure. Like it's reasonable to be scared of quicksand, but it's so odd. So goofy, so goofy. For you, it was the Bermuda Triangle. I guess that too. I was just thinking about quicksand the other day. I mean, that's what's up. Quicksand's cool. It's scary, but it's cool. Definitely thought quicksand would be more of a problem in my life. I did too. I thought I was going to encounter quicksand actually very frequently as an adult. At least like 4th grade me did. I was just thinking, lay back and chill, lay back and chill. Pink Mamba. This one's that oblique nib too, by the way. Okay, somebody was asking for super fun colors. We've got some coming up, including this Esterbrook Kingfisher pen. Super cool. This photo I took, fire. 245 down from 350. What a deal. It was our generation's Everything is Lava. Nice. I really thought quicksand would happen to me. I like how your use of quicksand in that sentence. I really thought quicksand would happen to me. Nice. Quicksand is real and it is weird. Oh, I'm aware of it. Oh, I definitely know. That's some nightmare material right there. I realize we do not live in like a sandy place. See, I thought that it could be like on beaches, like North Ave Beach in Chicago. Like that's where I thought it was. Places like that. So, yeah. Good times. Scared of hurricanes? That's real. The danger of it is you get stuck and the tide comes in, and not that you get pulled all the way down. At least that's the case with the stuff in Alaska. That seems like it checks out. Quicksand was something that we thought we were going to have be a massive problem. Hold on, I'll finish reading that 1 second. In my life, given how much it was talked about. Yeah, see, I agree. Hey, Liz. GZ, that was a big one. Next up, we have the Viper, and one of you guys pointed out I did have the wrong price on here. The original listing I sent said sale price of $180, which is a lot more than the retail price. So yes, that was incorrect. I meant 80, so I changed it. These are 80. So good catch, whoever saw that. What were some other, like I don't want to say it's an irrational fear as a kid, but like what other fears, or what other things as a kid is like nostalgic for you that you remembered? I'll tell you what, I got another big one. My dad, at least I'm pretty sure this is how I remember it. He really, I'm pretty sure it was him, or it was like my sister and brother. He really liked that movie Signs. And I watched it one time. I can't remember if I watched it with my family or I watched it with my friends. And that one scene where the alien is walking by at the birthday party legit gave me nightmares. Like nightmares. Or like when they had the reflection of like the knife under the door and you see a little bit of the alien, that thing spooked me. Holy cow. Signs, like what a crazy movie. That's a classic though. That's a classic. I couldn't sleep for weeks as a kid from that movie. That's what I'm saying. And then now, like, growing up, there's a lot scarier movies out there, but that one just had the right pinch of every ingredient to really make it like giving you chilly bones, you know? The chills. Chilly bones. That's a good phrase. Chilly bones. Let's go. We out here coming up with some good lingo. All right, rerunning this. We got to rerun it again. Strike. Quicksand happened to me in the PNW when I was like 14, but I'd learned to handle it. That's crazy you actually encountered it. You need a pretty specific set of layers for sand and mud to form quicksand. Gotcha. Lava is the least dangerous thing that comes out of volcanoes. Wow. Rerun. All right, here we go. My internet is on it today. Nice. It's kind of humbling to see how low my claims show up on your screen. Yeah, that's why we also do it, so people don't think I'm lying. I mean, first off, I'm not a liar. But secondly, I understand if people feel like they're entitled to the claim, like the win, because it pops up on their screen. So I just do this to really avoid confusion, to keep it fair. So you lean over and lay on your upper body in the quicksand and then kick and keep kicking until your legs come out and then shimmy crawl to safety. We should retitle this video to How to Survive Quicksand. Maybe we'll even do a demonstration. That was the Viper. I've got one more later in the lineup. All right, another SD. This is the honeycomb. This is just a regular standard cartridge converter. Guys, we're making good time right now. We're on listing 32. It's a pretty decent time. Sharks are scary. Dunkaroos, I don't know what that is. Komodo dragons were your fear. Discovery Channel got me. Wax bottle candies are like that for me. Stop, drop, and roll. I thought I'd constantly be on fire. I was in the Amazon a few weeks ago for 4 days. The bugs were huge. That's my fear. That's real. Whoa, 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 whoa. A lot of claims. All right, we've got one more of these lavender aisles. This one does not have the certificate card, or it's got the wrong number certificate card. So I lowered it by like 10 bucks from the other one. So this one's a little bit less expensive by $10 to account for it having like the wrong number. There was a mix-up somewhere, and this was like our exclusive. So I couldn't get additional cards. That shouldn't affect though like warranty or anything. Just so you guys know, in case you need to use warranty. So I'm in Indiana and I'll say signs scared me to death because I'm surrounded by cornfields. That's real too. Heather was terrified of that even as an adult. I gotta go back and watch it. I had a bunny that would play the floor as lava. Nice. That was a fun game growing up. Tornadoes, but also like Chicago's in the Midwest. We occasionally get them. Well, yes. Yes, it depends on like where in Illinois though. Chicago doesn't really get them because there's so many buildings. Black tea and ink. GG's. Next up, we've got a Kaweco Classic Piston. Piston Sport. We like the bright colors. I know. We got to get through all the pens, you know? We got to show love to all the pens. Princess Bride scared you? Is that the, what's the guy's name? The guy who does all the animations. I feel so dumb now. He's so famous, and I'm blanking on his name. Oh my gosh, when somebody says the name, I'm gonna feel so dumb. I know what you're talking about though. That movie was, there were some weird parts in that, like the skeleton parts and stuff that were kind of funky. Tim Burton, there it is. Look at that, randomly off the top of my dome, it came to me. Tim Burton. Shout out Bella. Tim Burton. You know what movie scared me? That's kind of along those lines, and I can't remember if Tim Burton made it. Coraline. Coraline was a funky movie. I'm sorry, as a kid, that movie was too deep. Too deep. And too freaky. The only thing I associate Quicksand with is the Beastmaster from the 80s. Nice. Was anyone scared of swallowing watermelon seeds? Yeah, I was. Because I saw a Rugrats episode when I was like 3 years old. They swallowed a watermelon seed, and then watermelons started growing inside them. You guys, this is like trip down memory lane. You know that one? Yeah. Yeah, this is so nostalgic though. We should just all get together and I could host a live stream of just us talking about nostalgic stuff. I'll show off like one pen to make it work related, and then we'll just chill. All right. MNZ. That's like your second win today, isn't it? Yeah, you also won the Honeycomb Esty. You have now won 2 pens that had like 20 bidders, which is pretty cool. We got Crystal Dream here. This one we're gonna run at 700 down from 1295. Coraline was creepy, I know. You're thinking of Corpse Bride. Oh, what's the Princess Brides then? The Princess Bride. No idea. I was thinking of Corpse Bride. I'm afraid of swallowing gum, even though I rationally know it's totally safe. I don't swallow gum. I don't. That is a fear for me, is like getting stuck in my throat and then passing out. And also the rumor was your body doesn't digest it. The button eyes in Coraline scared me. Same. Same. TD. All right, guys, we're going to do a few more listings here, and then we're going to take a small intermission so you guys can chat amongst each other. And then also we can check in on the Discord people, because I know not everyone who's participating in Discord is watching this live stream. I feel like this one's about to go crazy. There's another button filler, the Quirky Leaf Esty. They need to make a live action of Coraline. That would be fire. He doesn't know the Princess Bride. Inconceivable. You guys, what the heck? Hey, chill, chill, chill. Don't attack me like that. Don't attack me like that. There's a story about someone choking on gum while riding the Raging Bull. One time I went on the Raging Bull back to back 3 times, and I had never felt like I was gonna throw up actually, ever, like that. My cousin and I, we used to go to Six Flags all the time, and there was like no line, that was inconceivable, the fact that there was no line. And so we'd exit and then go right back in. Rode it 3 times, and yeah, that one, I didn't go on roller coasters for a while after that. You need to see the Princess Bride. I'm sure I've seen it. I'll Google it on the intermission. I'll Google it right now. Let me throw up this this emoji real quick. There are parents not letting kids watch The Never Ending Story. Oh, you just claimed too early. Oh, that's a strike. Tanya, I don't know what showed up on your screen, but I see a strike from Joanne. Chicago features big time in the movies. Nice. Fright Fest. Nice. Hollywood is going to need to watch The Princess Bride. What if I told you the Nexy boxes have Hobonichi in it? Yeah, you guys, we ended up having to raise the price of the Nexy boxes. Originally, I had them at $200, but we added a lot more, and they have Hobonichis in it. So they're going to be bumped up to $250. $250, just so you guys are aware. Okay? I'm going to assume the Princess Bride is safe for work, right? Is it safe for work before I Google this on a work device? So a Hollywood hour of watching the Princess Bride. We could turn Hollywood hour into literally us not doing any work-related things, which sounds actually ideal. Yes, it's safe, LOL. Okay, I'm being responsible. I'm being responsible. You guys can't fault me for that. All right, let me look it up real quick. Oh, it's like a fantasy movie? I was thinking it was like that one princess girl who always wears pink. It's got a very famous actress. Now I can't remember her name. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I won't. Princess Diaries, that's the one. Princess Diaries. That's the one I was thinking of. Brooks. You guys were patient on that one. I let that one sit for a minute. You guys are probably gonna grill me, dude, like, that's not the Princess Diaries. Like, come on, guys. Like, I can't be as good as all of you. I just want you to know that. I low-key thought about keeping this one for myself because I thought it'd be really fun to have a pocket-sized, durable rollerball, but I ended up not doing it because I wanted to see how it would do at the EXP sale. But the Brass Sport and rollerball is on my list. It's been on my list for a very long time. Anne Hathaway, that's who I was thinking of. I was going to say Catwoman, but then you guys would have been like, well, which Catwoman? You know, and I would have been like, oh, okay, that's fair. Anne Hathaway, by the way, was really good in Les Mis. There's two movies that I always pitch to Gotti, and she's so annoyed with me for them because I always will pitch it. Rent, the musical movie, and Les Mis. Love them both. Love them both. The chaos of these streams is fun. Hey, we have a good time. We have a good time. You never know what we're going to talk about. The Princess Bride has bad rat costumes. That's as scary as it gets. It's not like we're telling you to look up. Okay, I don't even know if I should say that. I'm sure that's not bad, but the genetic opera. Princess Bride has one of the best sword fights of all time, of all cinema. Hollywood, Karina, spouse, would like Princess Bride too. Yep. Karina is my wife's name. Wasn't going to try for that at first, but after 2 false starts, I talked myself into it. Yeah, you beat like, that was probably like 25 claimers, Mr. Brooks. So many great lines from that movie. Billy Crystal's in it. I don't know who that is. You guys probably think I'm like super ignorant. I'm going to be honest. The Princess Bride is a swashbuckling adventure comedy. I've never heard that word before, swashbuckling. Are you guys doing this on purpose? We know who you are, LOL. Love Rent, me too. That's an awesome, awesome movie. I've never seen the live musical though. I'll have to try it one time. David. Wow, a lot of Davids in our Discord as well. You guys, we picked up over 100 members in the last 2 days in Discord. Round of applause. We're taking a big initiative to start promoting our Discord outside of just like showcasing the EXP sale on our Instagram and whatnot. We're trying to really build a fun large community in here for everyone that is interested in joining. All right, we are going to do 3 more pens, and then we're going to take an intermission. 3 more pens will get us through 40. This one photographed really well. We don't have this one anymore. This is the Nautilus Golden Dream. $100 down from $189. Question, will the NEXY boxes have the new Hobonichis or the old ones? New ones. Wow, people claim to rollerball. I know. Love both the musical and the movies. Well done. We're well done. This stream is just an excuse for other pen stores to buy from each other. Les Mis is a classic. Not ignorant, just young. He's a baby. Hey, I know. No way. Is this Brooks again? This guy is just en fuego right now. Wow. We've got the Montegrappa Tarvisium. This one is called the Paradise Falls. Oh, I gotta get this centered. This is gonna make a great photo. Wow. Wow, this photo, fire. I just know Pierre from Psych is in Princess Bride, but I've never watched it. Our brother Jamie absolutely loved that show, Psych. I think our sister did too. Or our sister knew that our brother Jamie really loved that show. The Producers is an underrated musical. Nice. I'll have to check it out. Be patient with me. I'm from the 1900s. Isn't it weird that there are people out there in the world who were born after 2000? That's a weird, like that's a new millennial like person. Like that's really cool actually if you think about it. Like I have a good chance of living in 3 different centuries. You know, the 1900s, the 2000s, and the 2100s. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. All right, last pen, and then we're going to take a little intermission. Don't leave, though. I know when we do intermissions, we tend to lose a little bit of the crowd, but we still have a ton of good listings. This is that, by the way, this is that really cool retractable stipula, Novecento, where you actually retract it like this to ink drop it. I drop the ink right into there. This one's cool. But yeah, guys, don't leave. Like, it's a good time just to take a breather, refill your cup of joe or tea, stretch a little bit before we get back into it. And these NEXY boxes are going to be juicy, which we do at the very end. So stick around. Stick around. Show me that you love me and stick around. I took note of everyone who's watching this live stream. And if I see you're not here, I'll know. Just joking. I obviously didn't do that. There's like 200 of you. I actually don't even know how to do that. Maybe there's a way. I'm a newbie in the Discord, been using fountain pens for 3 weeks. I am firmly in the rabbit hole. Welcome. Welcome. What is an S, Nib? Scribe? No, stub. I'm sorry, stub. If it's scribe, I'll list out scribe. Gina is really having a day. All right, Tanya's gonna get the timer started. We'll put up the intermission video here. You guys, that was a lot of fun. Keep up the great conversations and maybe some fun topics that we can talk about in the second half of this live stream. The best part about these live streams is we really don't talk about anything related to what's actually going on. So it's kind of goofy. All right.
The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it...
Yo, we are back. How we doing? How we doing? Sorry, I'm just updating. I'm just updating the chord of this. The chord of this. Make sure I got my windows open here. All right. I looked at the Discord chat and there was a lot of movie talk. A lot of movie talk. I'll quickly graze through these comments. There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, okay, yada, yada, yep. Oh, yeah, oh, wow, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, caught up. You know what I just did right there? Have you guys ever seen that, let me make sure my hat's all good here. There we go. You guys ever see that dude that went on the talent contest? And he's like, I can read this entire 1,000-page book in a matter of 3 seconds. And he takes the book in front of judges and he's like, and then boom, he absorbed all of the book. And it was so funny seeing the judges' reaction to that, and it had me dying. Had me dying. The fact somebody had the audacity to do that, so goofy. So goofy. I love that video. I'm glad I'm not the only one who has seen it. Yeah, he's like, you want me to do it again? Like, come on. Hilarious. Hilarious. If I was the judge, I would have been like, what's that book about? Or I would have been like, read this book, and I would have had a book ready to go. But that's what I did. I didn't actually read any of these comments because you guys look like you were keeping yourselves good company here. Two very different chats happening right now in between the Discord and the YouTube, by the way. You guys actually had a more serious chat over here about the products. Over here was not product related at all in Discord. Okay, well, before we begin, before I resume, hold on. I need help here. I'm letting the Discord people know that we're making a huge announcement here. I want to make a big announcement. So, Brian was working with one of our vendors to bring in some really cool exclusive products from Conklin and Monteverde. And we have probably like 10 cartons sitting in our office of these really cool new exclusive designs. I don't know if all of these will be included with what I'm about to say, but I just grabbed a handful to show you and give you the idea of like what we're going to be doing here. So a lot of these are going to be a mixture of like, not the prototypes, but like are they prototypes? Maybe they're like early batches or artist proofs, things like that, of past Conklin and Monteverde pens. Oh my goodness, wait, I think they are like artist proofs. This is 000 out of 300 on the Spring Garden Durograph Rollerball. So maybe they are like legit prototypes or artist proofs. But we have hundreds of pens between fountain pens, rollerballs, and ballpoints between Conklin and Monteverde. And what our idea is, instead of adding these to our website, we're gonna offer like mystery bundles. And let's say we charge like $100 for the bundle. You'll get a random assortment between one ballpoint, one rollerball, and one fountain pen between the two brands. So you'd get 3 pens total, completely random. Think about that. Like, how crazy would that be? Even this assortment would be crazy. And this is worth way more than $100. So we haven't set the price yet, but we're thinking about doing that. I think that's the direction we want to go with. Brian thought of that idea, and I think it's a cool idea. So I think that's what we'll do. And you can obviously buy more than one bundle. This one's really cool. I don't think I remember this one. This is like the titanium one. Sheesh. So yeah. What do you guys think of that? Fantastic. Horrible for my wallet. How many of us are looking at that blue one? Nice. Brian said artist proofs. There you go. Looks like you guys like it. I'll buy that, yeah, for sure. Boo Boo, rollerball, and ballpoint. Can't all be fountain pens. Actually, the content team's idea, can't take credit. Awesome. Well, shout out content team. I was just informed about this earlier today, so I didn't know the source. But I was told, Hollywood, make the announcement. And I thought it was a cool idea. Good value. I like this at like 100 or 150 doable. If you're saying we can get away with upping it by legit 50% to 150, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. All right, let's get back to the EXP sale. Listing number 42. Get these windows open. I got a whole system here, you know? A whole system. All right. Did you say Labubu rollerball? Diplomat Viper. Diplomat Viper. $80. Would you ever consider doing an Atlas advent calendar? Yeah, the hard part about that is like, there's 2 Inkvent calendars that come out every year now. There's the Cora Crea Crafts stationery calendar, the advent calendar, which we're doing this year again. And it's just hard. It's just hard because when you have that many calendars already, I'm sure we could curate a really fun one, but it would compete directly with like other items we're selling. So I'm not saying no, we would just have to flush that out. We'd have to flush that out greatly. You know what I'm saying? If you like Rent, you'd probably like Tick Tick Boom. Nice. I'll have to check all these out. After I check out The Princess Bride, of course. How about Ink of the Month? So we used to do like subscription boxes and stuff. And we used to do like a pen and ink of the week in the shop. Autumn used to set it up, which was really cool. We had thought about bringing the subscription box back, but maybe not just with inks, because at 3 inks a month, that's 36 inks a year, and honestly, that's an insane amount of ink for anyone. Another Edison pen, by the way. We don't see many Edisons in here. This is the Sweet Honey Menlo. But we're thinking about refining it a little bit, like maybe doing some stationery ink and a pen. I don't know. I will be honest, as a retailer, the biggest challenge about that is staying on top of it. Always having the correct amount of inventory months in advance to make sure that you can release the box every month. That was always a really tough one. Like a really tough thing to do. Because you have to like facilitate it with the vendors, make sure they have the right stock, and then you have to time it because you obviously get invoiced for it and then you're holding on to it. So just some behind the scenes, I guess, info about that. So people who do those things, like those subscription boxes, it's a lot of work. It's not easy. Give them credit. Give them credit. Saturation of the advent calendar may be an issue. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Do an advent calendar for another holiday like Halloween. That's cool. We are doing our Nibtober. Our Nibtober prompt list for the month recently launched, I think yesterday actually. So in our Discord server, we created a channel where you can participate in Nibtober, and then you can also, of course, post online. And to give you an idea of what Nibtober is, basically we provide a daily prompt as inspiration for you to create some sort of artwork, photo, or video to help motivate you to get the creative juices flowing. And then you can share with that what you created online and tag us on social media and use hashtag Nibtober2025. Or if you don't want to be as public with it, you can post in our Discord server under the Nibtober channel, which is a little more private. You got to be obviously a member of the server to see it, which I think is cool. Last year we had a lot of success, so we're excited to do it again this year. Washi tape advent calendar, that's a cool idea. Still though, like 30 washi tapes in a month is a lot. Ink quarterly subscription, okay. Christmas in July advent calendar. Nobody uses that much ink unless it's like with samples. Well, unless you're like painting with them. I know people who use paintbrushes with the inks. They go through it quickly, but that's really the only thing I can see like being like a way to get through that much ink that fast. All right, this next one we need 4. All right, so we got 3 extra fines and 1 fine nib of the Pelican M205 rose quartz. So if you are going to claim one of these, please put the nib. Please put the nib size. Oh my gosh, $85. $85 sale price down from $250. A cool sub could be like quarterly, maybe ink notebook stationery, yeah. 36 ink samples a month isn't bad. We don't do ink samples. Reason why is just that's a lot to do. I'm not saying we won't ever do ink samples, but there's a lot involved in the behind the scenes of doing ink samples. We've looked into it. Got a strike there. I've seen company have people sign up for a year at a time or something to make it easier. Nice. Halloween advent calendar, nice. I'm so pumped for Nibtober. I really like the TCMC stuff you guys got and hope you get more. Yes, we have a lot on order with the Coffee Monsters Co. So the birthday stuff was our first release. That's how we debuted the brand on our website. And it sold out so fast that we didn't even get to make an announcement on our social media pages. And so I didn't want to make a post announcing that we are officially carrying their products now, because I didn't want there to be a situation where people get excited, the post blows up, and then they go and look to buy products on our website and it's all sold out. So we're participating in all the retailer releases. So everything that's available to a retailer from the Coffee Monsters Co., we will carry. And we submitted incredibly high volumes for the next releases. We legit multiplied our first order by 20 times 30. So it's big. Because we know a lot of people were like, do you have more? Do you have more? So we are prepared now, and we've learned to really up our orders. Do a clean out artist proof sticker exclusives and open ink bottles. You could do them in NEXY boxes at discounts. That's cool. Maybe offering NEXY boxes outside of the Discord server. That could be cool. Get some eyes on it. Halloween Advent is good. Are you guys gonna post last week's live poll? Yeah, I'm gonna schedule it for tomorrow actually. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Samples are a lot of work to me. Samples are just a ton of labor. You essentially need a person just doing samples. Yes, at all times. All right, if I green light your comment, you're a winner. All right, let's see here. Oh my gosh, how many comments is this? All right, we got Tony. The first 4 people. Actually, that worked out great. Code Blue, you got the fine. Michael Z, Plumalia, Code Blue. Let me let Code Blue know. Okay. By the way, we're on the second sheet. Which is very, very cool. I love the Coffee Monsters Co. Glad to see you're supported so well. Yeah, Helen's cool. I got the ink in my mystery box for this color. Nice. I wonder how far down my comment was. There was 30 comments here, so I have no idea. Wait, are we supposed to actually finish a bottle of ink before we buy a new one? Yes. Just joking. Don't do that. Don't do that. And also, this case is now done. So far, everything has sold. Let me pop this back up. And it fell again. All of these sold. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Moving on to case number 2. What's behind case number 2? I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Boom. All right, next up we have is the Visconti Mythos ballpoint. This one's on another great deal. $80, crazy. Oops, I accidentally put that before the photo. How can you tell the difference between a Pelican 200 and 205? I got one in a estate sale without a box and I can't tell. So the 200 is always gold trim. If it ends in 00, that means gold. If it's 05, that means silver. No, you buy new ink whenever you want, or a new one comes out, or there's a sale, or a long day at work. So what you're saying is you basically can buy an ink for any reason. You can justify buying an ink at any time. Wow, I'm hurt. I said I'm hurt and people put claim right away. Legend. Such a kind soul. Such a kind soul there. I'm going to put it to 70 for you. That's a crazy deal. That's a $200 pen. Look at that. They had my back. I just said I'm hurt. I'm in disbelief. They immediately hit claim. All right, we've got 2 of these. I'm only going to do one at a time, actually. I'm going to do one at a time. I don't want to mix up the resins. This is the Tarvisium again. We saw one earlier in this exact colorway. Sometimes you buy an ink to increase your purchase total for free shipping. There you go. Sometimes you buy an ink to battle. Respect. Inky Rider. Another one. Oh, by the way, let me put this on my chain again. I think you guys liked that a little bit better in terms of volume level. Sometimes you buy washi tape for the free shipping and to make Hollywood sweat. As your life coach, I'm advising against that. Battle box. Who doesn't love a good battle box? Oh, you're just too early. A second too early. Spouse said you had too many inks. Sometimes you buy ink because it bats, it lashes, and hops in your cart. I hate when that happens. I hate when I'm online shopping and somehow an order gets put through. You know what I'm saying? It's the worst. The absolute worst. I want to buy 30 washi tapes for the next light bulb. It's crazy. All right, so we do have somebody with a strike 3. Let me make sure I got who won the last one. Inky Rider. All right, so they can come back. Our friend can come back. 5 listings from now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 57. $57. So that was a strike 3 for our friend, so they got to sit out 5 listings. All right, next up we got the Delta DV Original Midsize. Sometimes it gets confusing because they do like slim, oversized, midsize. Like, come on. 200 out from 315. This pen's cool though. Very classic Italian. John. Oh, this next pen, banger. Graf von Faber-Castell Classic. This pen's hot. This pen is hot. Retails at $695. We're gonna run it at $400. All right, let's see who wants it. Let's see. Nice. Oh, we got a roller ball. I don't know how y'all feel about this. Safer 100 coffee, roller ball. This pen's dope. I own this in a fountain pen. Sale price 30, down from 55. I mean, that's crazy. A 12-year-old will want one of these so bad, someone let him draw with one at your pen table and he's hooked. I'm also a problem child who keeps boxes. I still have the box from my first iPhone. It was an iPhone 4. That's ancient. This is the most a rollerball has ever netted, by the way. Lily. All right, we got another Kingfisher from Estabrook. We're gonna run at 245 again, down from 350. There's one more Estabrook on the lineup after this, by the way. I know a lot of you guys like the Estabrooks. I knew that'd be a big one. Velocitortor. Very nice. All right, we got 2 Leonardos. We're gonna do one at a time. We've got our Jay Brooks. Jay Brooks Teal, let's go. These things are hot. Woo! Beautiful. 175 down from 280. They're both the same nibs, by the way. I think they're both stubs. Or broads, I mean. They're both broads. Time to lock in. I knew you'd be back. Love the Kingfisher. What a cool pen. Oh. Whoop-de-doo. Strike. Strike. Does Leonardo use Yovo? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Whoopty says, I swear my dog hit send. When in doubt, blame the dogs. Blame the dogs. They can't defend themselves because they can't talk back. So is that bogus? I don't know. Honestly, the Kingfisher is the most beautiful SD resin. I'm glad you're being honest. All right, rerun. I do agree, it's pretty fire. Although I have to admit, the King of Night gives it a run for its money. In the sense that both of them are unique, but the King of Night has got to be like the prettiest pen that contains red, the color red in it. Like that one is just, it's fuego. This one's cool too. It's a nice use of orange and blue. I agree, it's a cool one. Who let the dogs out? You right though? Hey, you're right too. No way, did Brooks win? Oh my gosh. This is one of those documentaries of a success story for Brooks. Winning all the pens that he desires. All right, we got one more to go. Broad nib as well. Jonathan is saving me a lot of money. Well, good. All that saved money, you can go ahead and make a purchase on his website. Have you seen the Montana Sapphire? That one was cool when they did like the diamond cast, the red, the blue, and the teal. Those ones were cool. But I agree, Kingfisher's on a different level. It's on a different level of resin. Joanne, that was right on the money. That one might look like a strike to you guys, but that one's right on the money. Like that was timed incredibly well. All right, moving on, we've got the 3776 in Chartreuse Blue. And this one's a music nib. That's why it's a higher price and it's the gold. The gold trim's more than the palladium trim on these guys. King of the Night is a dream pen of mine. Nice. Brooks, what sorcery are you employing today? I may have to visit Carolina Penco. I don't know if you could like visit him. I mean, I guess at a pen show, right? I mean, I don't want to speak for Jonathan, but you could visit his website. You can visit his website. I don't know if he has like a in-person shopping like setup. Maybe though, I don't know. Earfist has really been balling out here. I do know though, I like seeing his booths at the pen shows. I know he likes seeing me too, because I'm like, we'll take that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I just remembered, Jonathan, I think I owe you a follow-up from like 2 months ago, now that I think about it. Oh my gosh. I found the photo I was talking about though on my phone the other day. So I need to get that over to you. Yeah. I didn't forget about you. I didn't remember to send that photo over of all the finishes that I took a photo of that we wanted to run as exclusives. Oh wait, did I photograph this? All right, this one right here is the Dreamy Nights. Dreamy Nights. You have a store? Like if people can physically shop at a, that's so sick. Dude, I'm coming to visit. I hope you know that. That's so cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, from before the sidewalk sale? All right, we're only 1 month. I'm only 1 month behind. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome. His table is so fun. Yeah, the table is really cool because you just see all these beautiful designs. And then you can put like any nib on the pen that you want, which is cool. Well, cool. See, that's why I said I didn't want to speak for someone. You know what I'm saying? Because we can only speak for ourselves here at Atlas. Because I don't know everything that's going on with everyone. Oh, no physical store. That comment was about something else. Oh, my bad. My bad. All right, let's get the record straight. No physical store, but you can shop his digital store on his website. Jonathan, if you want to post your website, I'll allow it. And then also the way that you can really meet Jonathan is at the pen shows. Okay. Well, thank goodness we cleared that up because I don't want there to be like people hitting you up. Where's your store? Where's your store? And you're like, Hollywood, what did you do, you know? Okay. Okay, oh my gosh, all right. Well, we cleared the air fast on that one, guys. We cleared the air fast on that one. Yeah. We got to rerun this one again. Always happy to meet people in town with pens to check out. There you go. That's also a really cool way to meet up. Dang, we've got some Discord members getting a little rowdy with all these strikes. I'll do a laughing emoji there. Folks just showing up to his place. I like how Disaster put in all caps, for the love, y'all. Come on. We can do it. I believe. Jonathan, it's a dream of mine to go to your place and make a resin blank together, a design. That's a dream. I'm sure that's actually a lot of people's dreams, if I'm being honest. All right, I had to throw the green light there fast because we were getting just way too many strikes on that one. So if you weren't ready for the third time, then that's on you. That's on you. All right, last SD in the lineup. We've got the Coffee Monsters Co. We can do that? Sick. That'd be sick. $130 on this one, down from $195. Same price as the other SDs that were not button fillers. Not me trying to score another Nautilus. I am greedy. Can you uncap so I can see the section? Here comes 10 more strikes. I know this one's going to be a big one. Trying to give enough time for that person to see the cap. But I also don't want to strike. Jeez, that's a ton. David. I love the TCMC nib. It's a cool one. Pro Gear, blue, Quasar. This one's like half off. I think this one was part of the Don't Miss the Boat sale, if I recall correctly. Speaking of that, that ends at the end of September. So if you want to participate in the Sailor Don't Miss the Boat sale, go to our website and literally just type in Don't Miss the Boat in the search bar, and you'll have access to many different Sailor models on sale at up to 40% off. That ends in like a few days. I'm happy for the Discord disclaimer about your own messages showing up first on your own screen, because otherwise I'd be throwing tables. Yeah. It's also why we live stream it though, as I mentioned earlier. Just join. What number are we on? We're about to be on number 62. This was 61 that we just did. Next up, Lamy 2000 Macrolon. Sale price $175. Down from $280. Macrolon and Fine is a banger, folks. I know this pen is a banger. Thanks to my dog. Nice, nice. It's nice to see that you are blaming your dog for the thing that went wrong, but you're also giving them credit for the thing that went right. That's good. That's consistency. That's consistency. Chris. A lot of new members, which is awesome. I can tell if you're new because you got that little new flower heart thing, which is really cool. I like that. Next up, we've got the Heinz Penco Purple Rain. This one just has some scuff marks on the clip. That's all. Okay. We're gonna do 150 down from 250. I have this pen and love it. This one is really pretty. This one's good. Oh, whoa. That was weird. Can we see the scuff mark? Look at all the shimmer tucked in there. Yeah, it's just like micro scratching. Rin. Next up is the Faber-Castell Neo Slim in Rainforest. This one's in here because I'm not quite sure how we got it. I don't know. I think this is a new one maybe. I don't know. But it's cool. It's definitely cool. $50 too. That's a good price. Looks like normal wear and tear. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what it is because I don't know if that pen's been used yet. Let me see. Nah, it doesn't even look used. Maybe though. You know, it's hard to tell just from like looking at the feed and nib. Rumes? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. How many of your names do I mispronounce? Kind of curious. Just know that it's not intentional. Maybe it is. This is the Eclipse with rose gold. Mysteriously appeared pen, yeah. I think we ran one of these earlier at 55, so same price. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Kara, Kara? And don't just type in your name. It's pronounced K-A-R-A. Like you got to do like the pronunciation, like the dashes and like. Well, I can't remember which one I said first or second. Is it Kara, like K-A or K-A? Kara. Kara was first. Kara was second. Kara. So Kara. Okay, so Kara. Okay. Okay, I got short-term memory. I mean, clearly. Kara. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'm probably going to forget that the next time I say your name, so it's not personal. It's not personal. Mysteriously appeared pen. I would love to have that problem. Wow, this was a lot. Chris. This person, Chris, is... Oh, wait. Was that the wrong Chris? This Chris. See what I'm saying? Literally the exact same name, but like same profile photo, just that new Discord user, but just a different color. Like it's kind of tough to know. Next up is a banger. There you go. Oh, this photographed well. LOL changing my name. The Discord probably has no idea what we're talking about. And only YouTube knows that I'm like confusing the name. Well, I guess I tagged two Chris's. And the person's like, I'm LOL changing my name. And I'm wondering if Discord's like, are they making you change your Discord name away from your actual name? Assuming their real name is Chris. I mean, I also don't know that. But that's so funny. Sometimes the stuff that I think the Discord misses is so goofy because they're left in the dark on some of this. Like this person just said changing my name from their real name. Now I feel bad. I feel bad. But it's like, it's understandably so that there's like 8 Chris's. Jonathan, we're going to give you a strike, but I understand that you reacted because people were reacting to the image. So we need to not react to the image. Because when you react to the image, any movement triggers you know, it triggers people's responses to post-claim. So it's like, I get it. But it's also, by giving you a strike, I think it validates the rules. You know what I'm saying? Validates the rules. But it's like, oh, we gotta give our idol a strike. Like, oh, that's so tough. All right, rerun. Rerun. We're just showing transparency here. No pun intended. You guys get that? Brooks is gonna need you, Hollywood, to go make resins to refill his wallet. Hey, I'll put in that work for a friend. Maybe Chris is their nom de plume, their pen name to hide their real name because it's so common. That makes sense. Oh, had it ready to go. What a beautiful pen. I know. It pains me now I'll get a funky mix of PM next time I buy a pen. Yeah, that's karma, Tanya, for giving a strike. Giving a strikeout? Ooh. They're making you work today, by the way. Making you work. Pen name. It's a really cool Homo sapiens. This one is pretty sweet. Oh, Dream came in. Dethroning Brooks. What a time to be alive. Wow, what a crazy listing there. This is why we do it. That's like when the Bears are playing the Packers and it's like near the fourth quarter and the Bears drive it all the way to like the 20-yard line and then they go for the field goal and miss. That's what that felt like right there. Wow. That was like same energy of like down to the wire. Super cool. A lot of football references today. All right, we got one of those Manyo ones from Sailor. I think this one is called Moss. Okay. Let's go. Brooks is the Benjo of today. Brooks is like the Patriots in the mid-2000s. Moss, that was one of my first sailors. Should have changed my VPN to Chicago and got the extra microsecond. Hey, you're giving out the secrets. You're giving out the secrets there. I tried Don's at the sidewalk sale. It's interesting, but not for me. Hey, that's fair. It's a cool pen, though. It's not often we get this much action on such an expensive pen. That I agree with. Two really noticeably like differences between this sale and other sales. The amount of action we got on a roller ball and the amount of action we got on a $1,000 plus pen. I feel like the strike count is a little bit higher today than normal. But I also do think it's because we have a lot of new users, new members, which is cool. That's cool. We've got 5 more pens after this in the NEXY boxes. Sunflower. I have a feeling this next pen's gonna go crazy. This one right here. This is a Benu Euphoria. It's called the Golden Beach with a stub nib. Giving your secrets away. Hey, Jonathan believes in fair competition. I respect it. I think it was my first strike ever. Justified, though, was coming off first movement. Encroachment on the defense. I guess that'd be more of like a false start call. They got you with the hard count. My first sailor ever. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Carrot. One of the things I love is that I'm one of the people who love the finest nibs, which means that I'm not competing with too many others. Oh, nice. Yeah, when something's out in like a fine or medium, that's where we see the most action, because even if people don't use those nibs, if it's on a model they really like, they'll be willing to do it because the price is good. But extra fine and broad, like I think there's more of a limit to it where people might not be willing to like jump up or down, even if it's on a model they love. All right, so crazy story about this one. This one was sent out and like there was an issue with this internal metal threading system inside the barrel. And I think the person who had this, who purchased it, they tried gluing it and it didn't flush. So the pen works perfectly, but between where there's a little gap, like a little space between where the metal sticks out, that's supposed to go inside the barrel. So I think it's okay. I mean, like, I don't know. See how there's a gap? But we worked with our customer to help them out. So I don't know if this is under warranty. So I'm gonna lower the price because I don't know if this is under warranty. Just so you guys know. So one thing that we instructed the user who had this, and I'll instruct all of you guys, if you receive a product from us and it's like defective or there's an issue, please, please, please do not try to fix it yourself unless you're very aware of how to fix it. Reason being, like, the second you do this, there's nothing I can do. Like, I don't think we're gonna be able to work this out with the Visconti because they're gonna be like, well, you glued it. So like we're stuck with it. And we didn't obviously want our customer to be stuck with it and have a very expensive lesson. So we took it back and we sorted it out, but don't try to fix things you're not fully certain of. Same thing with like nibs. If you're like shimming a nib or something and you do it too far, like it voids the warranty. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Seems fixable with the rubber band. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's glued in. I think it's glued in. So I don't know. I really don't know. But I had this at $210. Sale price is $210, but I dropped it to $150 just because I just remembered I don't think this will be under warranty. So if anyone wants a project, you know, or you can try, like you can reach out. You can reach out to them, to Visconti, and see what they say. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Or they might just actually they might just charge you for a new barrel, which at this price at $150, let's say the barrel is, I have no idea how much it would be, like $50. I mean, you still got it for a really good deal. So, all right, we got this Narwhal Nautilus now. Really, the EXP sale comes down to like, one, are you okay getting experienced products? And two, like how much of a tolerance do you have to actually like work on something, you know? Take on a project.
Are you in the middle of a listing?
Yes. Well, no, actually. You want me to show something?
Well, since you got Jonathan on the live, this just came.
Whoa, Jonathan Alprezi just came in here and dropped off something super special. Super special. Oh, this thing's crazy. Dang. Do you know when this will be loaded?
Probably in a week or two.
All right, special delivery of a brand new Conklin Misto created by Mr. Brooks himself. Look at this thing. Ooh, it's not often you see an amazing yellow pen like that. So this right here is going to be loaded into our system probably by next week. That thing's hot. Look at that. That thing's hot. So we put this one in the lineup and see if Jonathan claims it. This thing's sick. Look at that color down by the bottom of the pen with the blue and red. It's cool. That thing's cool. So be on the lookout. I think we called it, I think it has a name. I can't remember if we named it or if you named it. I gotta look into it, but I think it's Windy City. Windy City. All right, here we go. Going back to that narwhal. Oh, whoa. I accidentally hit the notification right as someone joined and I almost posted this under the hello channel. Chicago is the Windy City. What type of Conklin was that? That's the Conklin Misto. We've done quite a few of those with Conklin. Jonathan Brooks made those, like the material. There's a lot of really cool ones out there. So you should look it up. Check them out. Buy them all. One of each nib size. 1898, there you go, I'm sorry. Good call. The Misto was like the collection they did first with the purple, green, and orange. 1898 is this new collection. Good catch, 1898. That's the name of it. If you want to look at the Misto though, you got Misto Purple, or one of the few colors on our website still, I think, that you could check out. Uh-oh, Brooks again. You know what? Hopefully Bossman doesn't get mad at me. All right, you know what? We're listing it. Discord special, we're listing it right now. Let's go. We're gonna list this right now. Let me look up what the other prices were. Hold on, let me see what's up. 1898. And let me plug though. All right, let's see. We ran the other ones at a retail price. $235. $235 seems like a good retail price. At least I don't know what it's really going to be, but that's what I'm going to base this one off of. So $235. What nib size is this? Oh, this is the flex nib. Brian is absolutely sprinting to the room now. Retail, $235. I don't want to go super crazy with the discount, but I'll plug. But let's do, this is even crazy. Sale. What is that? What is that? What's that discount right there that I gave? Hold on, hold on. This is probably good. This is probably good. We're doing it. We're doing it. Discord has no idea what's coming. Let me copy this because we might get a strike. Let me make a note here. Wow, an early claim immediately. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. That means it's a hit. Hey, this is why you join our Discord, by the way. I have to imagine, though, many of you, if not all of you who are watching our YouTube stream right now are already in our Discord. Oh, my goodness. Early claim price increase? Nice. It's not a bad idea, actually. Boo, timeout Brooks for this. I gotta keep it fair. I can't do that. Would you believe me if I said my iPad slipped? One of the Chris people, one strike. You know what? Strikes to all Chris's. All right, here we go. We're running it back. All right, hold on. Let's see. Wait for the green light. Wait for the green light. Holy cow. No way. Brooks got it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, I'll do one more. I'll do one more. I'll do one more, but it's not going to be the same resin. Hey, what? This is a generational run. Patriots in the not all Chris's. No longer Chris has commented not all Chris's. All right, who was second? There you go. That's a good call. Nah, I'll redo it. Or I'll do another one. Not all Chris's. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. All right. Dude, generational run by Jonathan here. This is legit. It is legit like dynasty, like 2010's Chicago Blackhawks. All right? All right, hold on. Let me copy and paste that listing. Should we just sell all of them into this, into the Discord EXP sale? Oh yeah, I guess I'll, excuse me. I guess I'll leave it there. Here, I'll like open it. Let me open it so I know there's a difference when I go back and look at all these. Give me a break trying to beat Brooks. This is the greatest. This is the greatest like conversation I think we've ever had. There's so much happening right now. So much happening. Okay. At a $60 discount. That's a pretty nice discount. Okay. All right, so you're not getting this exact pen. All right. Yeah, whatever we set this price at, by the way, our exclusives we leave at full price. At least almost all of them. So if we set this at $235, it will be $235. We don't discount. I know like on the standard, like Conklin's, there's like normally like a 20% discount. But at $175, let's say hypothetically we do $235. That's a 25% discount. It's just crazy. This is the kind of greed they talked about in the Bible. That's funny. Does he have direct connection to Alice? Yeah, he's got a wire running all the way in from North Carolina. Aimbot? That's a good Call of Duty reference. An aimbot is like when a player uses a program to automatically like find people in the game. So it's like it's not the user actually playing, it's like they're automatically locking on to their targets. Is nib same? Yes, I'm gonna run the same. It'll be OmniFlex. Y'all should see how close I am to the screen. It's Hunger Games out here. I know this is a lot of. I would normally like try to move on from a listing quickly like this, but this is great promotion. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is awesome to see. Literally the live first time reactions. Like this is awesome. We've never had an exclusive like this. You think Brooks is sitting right next to me off screen? This is where he gets on his alt account. South Carolina Pen Company. We've had so many false starts, I know. This is looking like the Bears offensive line. All new exclusives should be sold like this. I'd be down, but we do like 200 to 300 like units per exclusive. This would legit be a very long. But then you could pick out your resins. That's a brilliant idea. What if we do a live stream for like a Hollywood hour coming up on a new release where I like show like 20 different pens and then I do them one by one like this and then you get to claim the resin you want. Or we pull like tickets. We do like a lottery system where you enter and then I call by number, like 1 gets first dibs. Wow, genius idea. Genius idea. Let's go. Genius idea. See, through the minds of 200 of us, we come up with a brilliant idea like that. Maybe I'll do that for the next Hollywood hour, but we'd have to like facilitate it with a launch. Wow, that's a lot. I don't know how to pronounce that, but Hal, you won. I'll try to find one that has a similar resin. Like the colorway in the sense of like mostly yellow with nice streaks of blue and red like that. Whoa, happy birthday as well. Cool. All right, we got 2 pens left. We've got a a Peniter Matrix. Diplomat also does have a pen named the Matrix, so that's where the confusion came in. This one I've got on sale for like $2,000 off. What is going on here? 3 hours later, it has been like 3 hours. Dirk. Good on you guys for not jumping early on that. And you saw some messages. All right, last one we got a platinum Mizumo. And a medium. Platinum Mizumo. $9.95, we're gonna run it at $500. That was like the doorbuster price. But this is the last one we got. Black barrel, this is the tan. This is the tan. On these Arushi ones, they just look very dark. Like the red, green, and tan one, they're subtle, very subtle. Write that down. I did. I wrote it down here. Right in here, right in the dome. That's probably a good idea. Resin. Pick your resin video. Bella wrote it down good. It's one secret to me and my role here is I'm not allowed to write. Everything's got to be off the top of the dome. All right, here we go. It's another 3-hour live stream. That's crazy. We got Tar Heel. All right, we're going to take a 3-minute intermission as I prepare the photos for the Nexy boxes. So for those of you who are here, thank you for sticking with us this long. Now the fun begins. We got 10 Nexy boxes, which are basically big mystery boxes. So hang tight. I'm going to throw up the intermission screen. We'll be back in a few minutes.
The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration.
All right, we are back. We are back. All right, so for these NEXY boxes, I will give you plenty of time to look at the photo, and then what we'll do is kind of walk through it together of what we see in the box. And then same rules apply. First to claim will win. All right, let's get after it. We're going to leave the prices at $200. We looked at the boxes during the first intermission, and we were going to raise them up to $250, which I thought was pretty justifiable, but we're in a generous mood here, so we're just going to leave them at $200. All right? Let's get it. Let me figure out what to put here. I think it's actually very fitting to leave this pen here. So we can keep promoting it. Hold on, let me uncap it. All right, let's go. All right, what do we see? Wow, really cool lighting on this. Hobonichi Weeks, Lord of the Rings, Ferris Wheel Press Ink, Blackwing Pencils, Leuchtturm Notebook, Cross Notebook, Rhodia Notebook, Ajir Logio Hobonichi Weeks Case, 2 Tom Studio pens. Looks like that looks like our exclusive Lumos actually. And then we have a Twisby Eco, Parker IM. This seems well above. We also got one of those. What are those called? The little stands. Why am I blanking on them? The animal stands. Punilabo. That's a good box. I think 200 is actually an incredible price, not gonna lie. I think very incredible. What do you guys think? Yo, this is crazy. If that stand-up case was a Shiba, I'd be on it. It's okay. Everyone's got 3. Everyone's got 3. Amazing value? I think so. Okay. Rerun. Disappointed Hollywood face made me. LOL. Nice. My face was literally, Brendan's face was literally my face when there was an early claim. Lola has 2 strikes actually. Oh, okay. So what you mean by everyone's got 3 is that we should all use 3 strikes per box? I mean, I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying you can. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Whoa, 21. Code blue. I don't actually have the NEXY boxes here, by the way. They're in the other room, so I can't like go further in depth than what we see in the photo. But just know, yeah, these are bangers. So in the second one we see here, a rickshaw case, more Tom Studio, a Wren, and I think 2 Wrens maybe. Twisby Diamond 580, Lamy Ink, Ferris Wheel Press Ink, a Hobonichi A5 cover, or is that's A6, A6 cover. Many notebooks, a whole pack of Pilot G2s, those add up fast. 2 Wrens, aren't those like 60 bucks each? The Twisby is like 65 bucks. The rickshaw is like 70. The Pelican and Neo, that's like 30. Each ink is like 20. Are there NEXY boxes every month or so? Yep, every month. Looks like maybe a Rickshaw Sinclair. Jeez, 17. Yilling. Oh, this one's hot. 2 more Tom Studios Lumos, 100 bucks each. Pilot Irizuku ink, Traveler's passport size book, Weeks cover by Girologio and Weeks, and a Twisby Eco, Monteverde Ritma, Preppy. It's crazy. Wow, we have so many new members in our Discord. We picked up like 250 members this morning. Welcome, by the way, to all of you. Welcome. Make yourself at home. Cozy up. All right, rerun. Okay. It's okay. Because of the email. Do we have a live poll and a Hollywood hour next week? Yes. I think yes to both. Maybe we'll launch that pen, the new Conklin, during the Hollywood hour. Let people pick out, or maybe we'll let people pick out their resins first and then launch it. The hat's going on backwards. The hat is going on backwards. It's like, it's hard to be disappointed because there's so much excitement, which I'm very thrilled about, but it's also like, you guys, I didn't even get the text off. I didn't even get the text under the photo. Make sure this is, you guys always know I gotta look pristine for you guys. Oof. It's kind of weird trying to do it in a camera like this. You see that? There we go, that's good. All right. Oh, no. There's no way. Bruh, there is no way. I'm gonna throw a GIF up there. Let's see if people respond right away. I'm like, huh? Now, I love this actor, by the way. Now I'm gonna throw in the legendary Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby. I forgot the other guy's name, the other actor's name, but I know him and Will Ferrell are always in movies. Talladega Nights, Step Brothers. If you ain't first, you're last. All right, ready? Good luck, good luck. Here we go. Okay. That's a record. That's a record. Cal Riley, that's who I'm talking about. Cal, dude is so funny. I had to scroll up super far for that. Jennifer. That was a record. That was by far a record. All right, here we go. Got to be the power of the date stamp. That's good. All right, here we go. We got more inks. No, there's no stamp in here though, so I wonder if we'll get that many claims. Hi Hollywood, do you think 18 members could have access to claim to EXP pens before the actual event as a benefit? That's a cool idea. It's a cool perk. I'll have to think about that. I don't know if I'd be willing to give it up to everyone because this is such a great way to get the community involved. So, I don't know. But I like where your mind's at. I like where your mind's at. Okay, hold on. Let me give a strike. Like I think that we definitely do want to treat our premier members, which I think is an awesome idea. I just would have to really figure it out because this is a huge draw to get people into our Discord community. And so I don't want to give that up. But also, I think it's very important to have really cool perks like that. So I definitely see you and I hear you loud and clear. The Hobonichi seals it. And NEXY Boxes. Since I had a strike already and knew I did not want the pens that I should have claimed to get 2 more strikes earlier so I can sit the 5 pens I didn't want, that's quite the strategy. Okay, Fallon. Force yourself to sit out because you have no self-restraint. I totally get that. It's actually a genius play. Oh, this one's kind of orangey. That looks like one of those espresso diamond 580s. Oh, look at the bottom left. Brass Sport and Classic Sport, Sailor Ink, Midori Pad, Hobonichi Cousins, Atlas Swatch Cards, Lord of the Rings ink. This is a cool box. Y'all need a Discord bot for running these EXP sales? Yeah, we have a Tanya. We have a Tanya. Tanya is like a bot times a trillion. So Hollywood Screen lists the winner slower than Discourse. I see I'm first on Discourse, but the first box, but I don't get it. No, so what you see on this live stream here is my chat. So I'm live streaming my screen right here. And so on Discord, because of the latency effect, you're always gonna probably pop up first on your screen. But if you look on my screen to the left, you'll see that I'm live streaming the chat. And so any questions that you have, you can always like go back into the live stream replay and slow it down, and you'll see. You'll see like what I'm talking about. So I'm giving evidence of like who's popping up first. That's the only way we can do it, because otherwise, you know, if everyone pops up first on their screen, it'd be really tough to know like who actually was first. My internet is betraying me, and it's cool for people new to the fountain pen. Oh my goodness, I'm just trying to go get Chipotle. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, guys, I've been up since 5:30. I need my lunch break here, but I'm thinking we're gonna have to ride this straight through 5:15. I think it's in the FAQ. Yeah, there's a personal touch. The personal touch is the fun of these things about the sale. About cannot replace our charm. Yes, I agree with that. I love how feral everyone gets for the Nexy boxes. I know. It's there's multiple inks. That's a Sailor ink and then a Lord of the Rings ink. Jeez, 31. I mean, oh, he's back. He's back. Welcome back. Is this the channel to claim? No, you got to do it in our Discord. You got to do it in our Discord. All right, we're on 6. All right, so in this one we have a Cora Crea Crafts product here, again in leather, that Baynou Pixie with the amber looking stuff. Oh, like a $100 Waterman Hemisphere ballpoint, Tom Studio Ren, ink, Campus Notebook, Hobonichi. We're gonna do this one fast because there we go. I had to get one of these out of the way quick. Where we lost time, we had to make up time. Hollywood just wants his burrito bowl with extra guac, people. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Maybe I'll do a tortilla today to really pump up the calories. Why are they called Nexy? Just because it's one of random stuff. And when we first started the EXP, I would always type next for next listing, but then I would always mistype it and put a Y instead of a T because they're right next to each other on the keyboard. So then it just evolved into a fun meme, and then now we call them NEXY Boxes. Chipotle. Chipotle does sound good right now, it does. Are we sure Brooks and Benjo are not the same person? Wow, you guys have been incredibly good this one. Sorry, I didn't even talk about it. I didn't talk about that one. I was catching up on the comments. Jade Ladybug. Let me see what was in that one. Ooh, an Atlas tote bag, another Wren, a Narwhal OP, a stamp. Oh, those like, those, what are those? Are those from Kuretake? The little dot markers. Not an A5, is that A5? A6 5-year Hobonichi journal. A Midori goatskin notebook cover. That's $100 right there. That's a good old Benji on its own. Jeez. All right, we're on 8. Somebody's claiming to the good luck. I claim good luck too, actually. I'm claiming good luck on behalf of all of you. So good luck. Kaveco, AL Rose Gold. It's another Tom Studio. Oh, a really fun Karen Dash. Booney Labo, Lord of the Rings. Sketchbook, Monteverdi Ritmo. That's 60 on its own. The AL Sports like 70, so that's, or 80, it's like 150. The Tom Studio is 100. There's a good box. Stupid work is interfering with my shopping today. Yeah. Yeah, take that, work. Take that. Putting a warrant out for Brooks. We should do a collaboration, exclusive collaboration with him. That'd be sick, of just like a wanted design or something. That'd be cool. All right, rerun. My stomach's rumbling. It's ready for a chicken burrito bowl with pinto beans. I switched to pinto beans, brown rice, sometimes vegetables, the verde salsa, the corn, and maybe the medium, like that pico, the tomato one, and lettuce, cheese. I'm not gonna do sour cream. I'm on a calorie count, and I think that'll do it. I think that's what I'm gonna get. That's what I'm gonna get. Corn and verde is elite. Nice. Yeah, pico is, oh yeah, pico is mild, and then the verde is medium, and then the rojo is the hot. I do the medium and mild, but I don't like when they put too much of it. I do like half scoop because I just don't like just salsa drenched everywhere onto my bowl. I honestly do not think I have ever had a burrito, come to think of it. David, I honestly don't know how to respond to that. Like, I legit don't know how to reply to that. It's like there's a lot of emotions I'm feeling for you right here. Are you saying a burrito in general or like a burrito from Chipotle? RC. I feel like RC wins one Nexi box every time. but I can't remember. Do you do black beans, brown rice? I used to do black beans, white rice, but I switched it. I switched it to, for sure, the brown rice because it's a little healthier. And then I don't know what's healthier between the black beans or the pinto beans, but I've been going pinto a little bit more recently. I think David, I gotta like send you a Chipotle gift card or something. Although like, if you've never had a burrito, I don't think Chipotle is the right place to get your first burrito. Like Chipotle is good, like it's good for just a lunch meal. I have no qualms against it. Like I get Chipotle like once a week because it's a good balance between like healthiness and like quick food. But like if you're gonna go get a burrito for your first burrito, you gotta find like a super awesome, authentic Hispanic place. Like a really good Mexican spot. At least that's my suggestion. But Chipotle is good. Like it's just not the same. It's just it's not the same. So that Hobonichi item's that bag at the bottom, plus 2 more Tom Studios, and also a Twisby Eco. I'm making you hungry. The pros have been clutched. I had a burrito for the first time in my life a couple months ago, and I am not a fan. Oh, interesting. Okay, what's the reason? I think I'm gonna get tacos from my local place after this. Nice. A burrito in general. I do like tacos, but very plain tacos like cheese and lettuce, maybe olives if I can find them. Black beans is healthier, then I'm doing black beans today. Wow. Boff Boff. That's another name I see a lot on the EXPs. Somebody was asking what this pen was down here. This is an unreleased pen that we're launching next week. It's called Windy City. It's a Conklin 1898 in collaboration with Brooks. In Chicago, go to Little Village. Yeah, Little Village is a good spot. Pilsen's a good spot for really good food. There's a place called Cinco Rabanitos. Do I have a little string on my hat? It's called, I think, the 5 Radishes is what the like English name of it. Fuego. I had an amazing torta when I was in Denver. I'll maybe try one when I come in for a Kakimori event in a month. Chipotle's next door to you guys. Yeah. They're not open on Sundays though, so if you're here for that Sunday, I'm pretty certain they're not open. But I actually don't know because we've never been open, so actually I have no idea if they're open. Hobonichi makes $250 items. Yeah, this that handheld bag item. You're making me hungry. I think I'm gonna make some miso ramen for late lunch. Sounds good. Pro move is to crush the tortilla chips on top of the bowl. I like that. I do like a little crunch. Brendan, if you make it out to Phoenix on your trip in November, I can recommend some great Mexican food spots. Authentica, family owned. Yeah, message me them. So, excuse me. So I'm flying into Phoenix and then I gotta drive like however long it is north to Sedona. Have you ever been to a place called Falco's? It's like an Italian spot. I think it's just out, it's somewhere outside Phoenix or right by Phoenix. I think it's called Falco's or Falcones. They do like sandwiches and stuff. Pizza, noodles. Everyone let Hollywood leave and get lunch. Thank you, thank you. Falco's, I have not. Let me look it up. Falco, I think it's called Falco's. I'll look it up for you in a second too. All right, in this box, by the way, because I haven't announced it, Traveler stuff, Leuchtturm, Another Tom Studio, Lamy Safari, I think, Twisby Eco right in the middle. It's one of the expensive ones. DeFalco's, yeah. Yeah. Let me look it up. My cousin-in-law absolutely loves this place, and he always takes like family members when people visit. Yep, this is it. And so he took us when we visited 2 years ago. This place is so gas. It's so gas. Like, they love it so much that when they visit, they literally fly home with a bunch of sandwiches that they go here, order, and fly them back to Chicago. That's how you know it's good. I may need to take a drive across town to get a sandwich. It's really good. I think the one that people like there's like a Philly steak or like a cheese and steak one, or maybe it's a chicken and cheese. I can't remember which one it is exactly. I think like I'll have to like look it up. I can't remember what I got. Oh, I got a lot of stuff there, but I can't remember what the sandwich is. Oh my gosh. That's me in Miami with La Suiza Bakery. If I'm ever out in Miami, I'll have to try it. I love the excitement. I love the excitement. Woo! Who is it? Michael! All right, let me just say a little message to Discord. Please, and you guys need to know this too, please, the chat's going crazy right now. Please direct message hashtag Hollywood Matters. I like that one. I like that one. Please direct message me the items you won and your email associated with your Atlas account. Copy my listing if possible when messaging me. It will help greatly. Stay smooth. All right. Where's the deuces? Where's like the peace sign thing? I typed in peace and it gave me the peace symbol. All right, that one. Okay, let me look up this thing real quick for you, and then I'm gonna end this stream. I want to look up the sandwich. You guys need to hear about this, and then I'm getting lunch. This is important stuff. This is super important stuff. I'm looking at the menu real quick. Browse our menu. It's also a grocery store, which is really cool. Hot sandwich. It's the cheesesteak. That's what it is. Is it? It's got to be the cheesesteak. That's what I had. Everything actually looks insane right now. I don't know if it's because I'm hungry or I just know this place is fire. Thinly sliced ribeye or chicken breast topped with melted white American cheese, optional toppings, sauteed peppers, onions, and mushrooms. That's it. That sounds amazing right now. Legit sounds insane. All right, you guys, thank you so much for the love. Enjoy your weekend. Really appreciate the participation here. These are always so fun. Next EXP sale will be on Halloween, October 31st. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week for some fun live streams. And be on the lookout for the launch of this new pen. If it aligns with our Hollywood hour, then I'll do that for the topic. I'll allow you to pick out of the assortment I have your resins for this pen. And we'll probably try to do that before we launch it, or I'll reserve some, however we try to do it. Really appreciate the love here, guys. You know the drill. Stay smooth. And also, one thing I need to start saying is, "Da Bears, let's go." You know the drill. Stay smooth.